You are
Now listening to
the FoxPod.
Hello everybody and welcome to the FoxPod 9. I am your host, JC2244, and we have a co-host once again for this episode.
Chibi Ze.
Hello. How have you been?
I've been quite fine, not been dead, just so you know.
That's good. It's always good to not be dead. And we have a very special guest today, LOLOUT. Hello.
Hello. Very
Hello.
special. I like that.
The most special guest we've ever had. Do you like that title?
Enjoy
make
the
me
throne
blush.
you have.
I'm genuinely blushing. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Oh, just fine. Recovering from a cold.
Oh no, not in the summer.
In the yes, but it's England, so
Oh yes, that's very true.
who the hell knows?
Colds
what's
are
going
just,
on.
they're just culture at this rate, I think, colds.
Cold's a culture.
It seems like they literally just travel around the country.
I know.
Yeah, they get the bus.
I get a call from someone who lives in another county saying, "Oh, I've just come down with a cold." I'm like,
Oh my god.
then the next day, bang, there I am, bedridden.
Oh no.
Nothing in good Scotch can't scare.
Oh yes, good old Scott. Hope you do get better soon.
Thank you.
Some Lemsip, that usually helps me.
Good old Len.
All the cheaper stuff. The cheaper stuff is usually what I have.
The cheap lens.
The cheap stuff.
Lemsip genuinely just makes me vomit.
Oh
Straight
no.
away. It's that bad. I don't know why. I think it's because when I was a child, I must have been force-fed it at some point.
Oh my.
But it's kind of PTSD now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
the lemon one isn't very nice. I used to drink the lemon one all the time. I hated it.
You
used
hated
to
it, but you drank it all the time.
Well, when I had a cold, I mean, I didn't just drink it off on the normal day.
You don't have a
Get
casual
out
side.
of joy. Yeah.
This is rather pleasant.
No chance in hell. Lemsip is the blood of Satan.
It literally is. So, Planet Rust. Should we start on Planet Rust?
No, we don't.
Do we go there? Do we dare go into that territory of Planet Rust?
Are we allowed? Are we allowed to use profanity?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can say
Yeah.
cunt if you want to.
Oh,
We've been in out all the big words today.
the full Oxford Dictionary.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can rattle questions away. I don't know how much I can give away.
Okay.
Guidelines.
Give away as much as you want to, and we're not forcing anything. So, about what's with Planet Rust 3? What are the plans? Let's start with the big question.
The plans are very much in motion. I can confirm to you, you're the first people I've told this.
Ooh.
That it's going to be the final season. Definitively, it's what it's titled as. Is the,
Oh no. No more.
Is this the
it
final
doesn't mean no more Rust. It just means no more staying up. 15 hours a day. Just
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I assume it takes a very long time to get those up.
Yeah, especially this season as well. Like why it's taken so long, and why it still isn't moving as fast as I want it to be. It's just because I'm a bloody perfectionist, and this season has to be the best, and it's going to be for sure. Yeah,
How many episodes are you planning, or are you planning to have specials, or?
it's going to be around 2 hours and 40 minutes of content.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's very good.
I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I think so, and hopefully it's all going to be in 4K.
Oh my, 4K Rust.
Yeah,
I've never
4K
seen that
Rust.
before.
It's a bit difficult, but we'll see.
How do you film in 4K?
Yeah, lots of wires.
Oh my.
And a lot of air conditioning.
Oh, does your
I've
PC
got
get
the-
loud and heated?
I've got a small studio now, and
Oh wow.
I just kind of shut the door. I'm in there just working away, and it probably gets around 100 degrees. I must say, I start melting into my chair.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I haven't even added a fan rust yet, so.
I know. Yeah, no, I've just got a couple of ice cubes melting on my head.
So, oh my god. So do you have what's the word? I can't think of the word. I always have this situation.
Calm down, it's fine.
It's getting excited.
I am. Do you have a story set in stone? That's what I'm trying to say.
100%. The script I can confirm now as well is
Oh, brilliant.
totally finished, written, and signed off. The thing is now, we're very lucky this season,
Yeah.
and this is another thing I'm telling you before anyone else.
Ooh.
We have a dedicated composer for this season.
Oh,
the
we
soundtrack.
did wonder this, didn't we?
Incredibly talented
Oh my god.
chap who I've worked with in the past, and we're going to be potentially having a full soundtrack to be able to be downloaded after the season
Oh
starts.
wow.
That's pretty good. You're gonna buy that
it's,
straight away,
it's
aren't you?
really exciting. This guy is a master, so it's going to definitely sound the best.
Is it similar to previous Planet Rust soundtracks? Is it that
This
kind of
one
area?
has much more. I mean, I'm sticking in the same ballpark. This one, I mean, the season 2 was like it sounded quite Celtic. You know, it had very much
Yes.
a kind of fruity, medievally vibe to it. This
Oh,
one
yeah.
is much more. It's much darker. It's more
darker?
I'd say Dark Ages
Ooh.
kind of
That's pretty good.
inspired. You think monks and monasteries and things.
Oh,
like that.
wow.
It's yeah, it's a couple of choirs involved. So.
Is that hinting to is the Planet Rust season 3 story going to be a rather dark one then?
Hey, it's Planet Rust. It's a piss take at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the story in this one is definitely the one I'm most proud of.
Oh
And
my.
yeah, it's. I think it blows season 2 out of the water. Personally.
Oh, I can't wait to
Say
see
that now hesitantly. Fingers crossed on that.
Well, like Planet Rust always seems to have these very dark themes to begin with.
Hmm.
A lot of stuff does happen that's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's as soon as you like stop thinking, right, this is just a shit Rust video, and start thinking, wait a minute, you can tell a story here, and maybe some people are gonna like it. I remember when I started season 2, because season 1 was way more jovial. And
Oh,
just
yes.
kind of, let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
kill this fucking clan and be an asshole, and that's that. And season 2 was way more kind of like, oh, let's see if we can actually do like a 10-part series and actually have a story, and people fucking loved it. So.
I loved it.
And that prospect of
glad.
death. Like death wasn't permanent in the first one, so there was no worry about the hunter.
No.
Yeah,
In season
exactly.
2, death was permanent, and that was like,
Yeah.
that's the clincher. You always got to remember that.
It's a massive thing, and
Yeah.
season 3 carries that along. It takes place in the same server.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
that's really good.
So it's kind of the same world that's been established, but the continuation and finale of the Hunter's story.
Oh my. Is it going to include the new like structures and things that have been added since Planet Rust season 2? Like all these new.
I'm going to keep it up to date because, end of the day, it's more content, more cool things we can do with it. So yeah, pretty much. I mean, I can't wait to use boats. I've got
Oh yes.
3
Oh, yeah.
scenes, I think, that involve a lot of boats. So
What about
yeah, I mean, the scale of this one's going to be
Mm.
just pretty freaking huge.
I feel like there is more that you can do in Rust now.
Oh yes.
Rust has been development was quite slow at start. There were a lot of concepts being thrown around on Trello boards and such, but nothing much was really being added. It was mostly just background stuff to get the systems working. And I think in the last few years, we've seen a lot of really good stuff being added to Rust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
And that's another
um,
reason I waited so long,
yeah, I
It's
think
because
that's
really
a good idea, and that's a really good worth the wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, shit. When the first one came out, I thought, right, let's wait a while so there's some new shit in the in the game, so people can see, it's up to date, and it's relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, we first planned on doing season 1 in Legacy. That's like,
Oh my God.
Oh bloody hell!
That's old.
Yeah. And then, like, it was the week after we thought about it. They said, "Oh, we're going into this experimental branch." And I just thought, "Wow, fuck that." Then I'm touching the barge pole until things are settled a bit. But they are now, so the server's up and running. And
I can only imagine. Rust went through a lot of experimental phases, like, especially the building system. The building system changed so much during that really early time.
has it ever been correct though? That's the question. Luckily, there's not too much of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasons, but,
Luckily, they've kind of sorted out the building system now with the new version.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to deal with now, and not as exploity as it used to be.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've played it. Been playing it, off and on to try and get back into the reins. Practice the old spear throws again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the old spear throw.
Hey, it's still there. It's still there. Old dog remembers his tricks.
Still getting used to the new spear system.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, God, it's awful. All the skills gone, but bleh. I'll just do it fast.
Yeah.
That's all you can really do, is it? Just do
Yeah.
it quickly.
And you're just holding it for like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, waving it around in your arms.
Yeah, I mean, in one of the scenes, I plan to have over 100 people
Oh my
at one
God.
time doing something. So, yeah, it's gonna be hell.
How are you gonna organise that all
There's a
together?
lot of coordination.
Yeah, a lot of coordination. I mean, I have the 100 people, but it's just getting the server stable enough so that's actually doable.
Yes.
Everything else, it's going to be a nightmare. But last season. You've got to, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I think the end result will really, really be worth it for something that's
Thank you.
potentially hellish. It'll look so good,
I
and you
bloody
can
hope
appreciate it. Oh yeah, you can only hope that things like that work.
Yeah, the worst thing is when you're actually working with like scenes like that, because obviously, you know, in that episode it'll take a day of, you know, constant recording to film most of it,
Oh yes.
and then it'll be another day on its own just for that giant scene. So you get so wrapped up in this scene that only is probably on screen for about 10 seconds.
Oh,
And
wow.
you know, and you get comments saying, "Oh, that was awesome," or "That was this, and that was that." But you're kind of always thinking that was so stressful for that just one tiny little bit. But I don't know, it's worth it.
But yeah, it's worth it for that type of feedback.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That sort of thing reaches out into all sorts of areas, especially things like animation.
Yeah.
Where you get the same thing, where it's a tiny segment that is imperative, or maybe not even that imperative, but it takes so long to sort out. It's like it's just a few seconds.
Yeah, and it just most people would not even they'd look down or look away and miss it.
Yeah, they either that's exactly the thing. They either won't notice it, or they're like, oh, cool, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the worst of it. Really is.
So how does that coordination process work? Are they like in a call with you muted while you direct them, or do you like type in chat or?
Yeah, usually we have like 3 directors, so they're the people I'm really close to who kind of know the script in and out,
Oh, yes.
and they can kind of manage things alongside me. Because obviously I've got to sort out the recording and, you know, making sure there's no audio bleeding or anything like that.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
And then obviously now with Discord, it's gonna be much easier because we can just kind of put
Yeah.
everyone roles, and some people don't speak, some people do, which will be a lot easier because before we were kind of doing it all in TeamSpeak.
Oh yeah.
oh goodness.
And you just had people screaming.
Oh,
sometimes,
God.
and, you know. The worst was when they killed each other.
Oh.
You know, you just kick them up with all their costume and stuff, and then, you know, someone would just shoot someone in the head. And it's like, okay, right. So we've got to get him back here. Fucking put everything back on.
Oh
him.
no.
Oh, you got to start.
And then you'll
from
do the
beginning.
take, and it'll be wrong. So you have to do it all over again.
It
And
sounds
that's
so
why-
tedious.
Yeah, it's not glorified in any way. It's not fun.
Some of this.
I mean,
probably...
it is fun.
Oh,
but
sorry.
It is very fun to do, but it's not glamorous.
I was just going to say, a lot of this probably comes from the fact that it's Rust. There are people
Yes.
that are just going to do this
Yeah.
because they can do it.
Yeah,
Kind of the community.
And it's
That's
like,
all
oh.
right. Obviously, because you're not paying these people. All
No.
you're saying is, I'll just, put you in the end, and thanks very much. You can't really be authoritarian as you would if you were filming something, with actors. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm paying you. Shut your damn mouth. Don't talk, But obviously, I mean, for this actual season, I've booked off 2 months holiday. at
Oh my
work.
god.
Oh my.
Because I just think that's the only way I can see it being done. And of course, I also am very well aware that YouTube's going to pay me nothing for it. So it's been a bit of a scramble, but I didn't like the way it left off, and I think, you guys kind of deserve it. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, the thing about the YouTube is like there could be like one minor thing that you can't really notice until it's like out there that's like could be worthy of like demonetization. That's it.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, I haven't got a single video now that's monetized.
oh wow, is it that bad now?
Yeah, it's that bad. You can manually review these things and, ask for a second opinion and stuff.
Yeah.
And that sometimes does work. But half the time in the past when I've done that, it's just been okay for a week and then straight away cut down again. So at the end of the day, it's a bit of it's a checkmate. We can't win. If you're small-ish, you cannot win.
We've actually
and
had
it's a
this,
shame.
haven't we?
Yeah.
With one of your videos. This actually happened. Do you want to say it?
What was it? The
It was
Harambe?
your Harambe video.
Okay, I made it. Okay, it sounds weird out of
Yeah.
context, but yeah, I made a parody of a Queen song, but it was based on
Bohemian
Harambe,
Rhapsody.
like a few years ago, and that kind of
Right.
got like demonetized, even though it was in fair use because it's
It's
recreation
parody.
and
Yeah,
parody,
it's parody,
and stuff like that.
and that should
Yeah.
be protected.
What was the song, may I ask?
It was
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's it. I would not be able to say that.
Well, it's quite a long song.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a long song. Fuck me.
but it's so good.
But it's like original lyrics. I got my friend to like sing it and just got demonetized because I can't remember the reason, because it's just copyright strike from someone.
I don't know. It might have been to do with it was definitely because of the song. Even though one, it's a cover, two, it's a parody.
So it's really hard to make money on YouTube.
Yeah, and you even tried to repeal it, didn't you? Like,
Yes,
and
I did appeal,
failed.
and I think they said if I appeal again, like falsely, then I'll get a strike or something.
Yeah, even though
It's
your
ridiculous.
appeal was valid, and
Yeah.
and it's just stuff like that where you can't really say anything.
That's the thing, though. It penalizes the little guy because you can't, call up someone and just say,
Yeah.
sort this out for me. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Lack of contacts and stuff.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
It's unfair. I've been lucky, really, with awesome Patreon supporters. And
Oh,
stuff like
yes.
that. Those guys are.
I was about
terrific, and
to
actually,
say that that's the best way to get paid now.
Yeah, this season I'm going to reward the shit out of them. I'm going to get loads of 3D printed stuff, and send off rewards and prizes and things, and loads of signed things, bits and bobs, Planet Rust Season 3 stuff. So hopefully that'll be more of an incentive to actually.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, we'll see.
That sounds really good.
Fingers crossed.
3D printed stuff's awesome.
Do you have a lot of Patreons that will? Do you have enough to feel like all this work and stuff is worth the payoff and stuff?
Not currently, no. Maybe during the showing, more people will become patrons, and that'd be cool. But end of the day, I'd still try and make it work if I made nothing a month on it.
Yeah.
Try my best.
We'll link it in the description as well. Don't worry.
We'll put it down there.
Oh, awfully kind of you, chaps.
I think once the first episode comes out, people go,
Oh yes.
"Oh my god, Russ is back."
Yeah. I'll just guilt them all and be like, support me.
This is the bit where
Link it at the end of the video.
The thing is, it just feels so fucking shady doing that. I don't know why. It's just something. That's
There's
just
nothing wrong with it though.
it's almost like begging. It feels like it's like, why should these people spend their hard-earned money on me?
Yeah.
Why? And I suppose all you can say for that really is, if they've got a bit to go and they like it, then they're awesome. I suppose.
And they're also getting a bit out of it as well, which is always good. Like you said earlier,
Yeah.
they're getting something out of this. It's not like begging on the streets.
And it's almost
where
like-
you just give someone change and that's it. You don't see them
Yeah.
again.
No, I don't know. I think it's a bit shitty if you see people with, tens of millions of subscribers do it.
Oh yeah,
And
that's the
you-
issue.
You're making an awful lot of money.
They don't really need that unless YouTube is screwing them over that bad.
Yeah, but oftentimes it tends to be these big channels don't get that harsh treatment.
Yeah.
Insert
you can just
Logan
look
Paul.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I mean, perfect example. I don't know if either of those two have patrons. Probably not, but they're making a fucking killing. So, and what wasn't it? The video of the body was actually
Yes,
monetized.
Yeah.
And then Planet Rust gets demonetized.
It's ridiculous.
It's just pissing about in the game. I don't understand it.
It's like the standards aren't the same over the board, and it does look like YouTube does seem to have favoritism, even if they don't want it to seem that way. It kind of looks that way. It's a bit.
It's one rule
shady.
for us, one rule for them. But that is business, though. Of course, they're going to favour them because they make them money.
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
So you'll just hope
It's a shame
that
that
backlashes.
content is the content that's making the money. That's the shame of it.
It kills the point of you and YouTube then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though YouTube used to be quite a good platform,
Yes.
like a really good platform where this sort of stuff wasn't really happening.
No.
It's only recent. It's more recent, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's more 2016 it started all going wrong.
Everything just started going downhill. Everything. Just...
Yeah. I feel like it was when it was kind of made political and it got and
Yes.
people, there was all kinds of bias being thrown around. And, end of the day, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you sit on. Free speech is free speech.
Yeah,
People should be able
absolutely.
to say whatever they want and make money if people watch it, right? That's just basic. I don't know. That just kind of ruffles my feathers a bit.
And there's the new you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and watch time in hours now to even get money from YouTube. That's a new thing.
Yeah, that was a bit of a blow when I heard about that. That was it,
Yeah.
was it?
The thing is, I can see both sides of that. It's like, shit, I didn't, for the first 3 years I was doing YouTube, I didn't make a penny. And then, but the thing is, I wouldn't have made any money anyway, because I wasn't getting many views and, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, you know, everyone should be able to make money if they want to.
Mm.
But I think it's because of the advertising space is shrinking now. There's less and less people want to actually sponsor YouTube videos. They're running out of room, you know, to bung all these ads on a guy with 1 subscriber who uploaded 1 video.
Yeah, I think there's also something to do with like they were putting ads on like videos that shouldn't have ads, and that's kind of like what forced the movement of adding this new system.
It was extremist videos, wasn't it?
I think it was like stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And I think it was what was it? I think it was like the Wall Street Journal, wasn't it? That like brought this to light to the advertisers. That basically went, "Hey, look where your videos, all your ads are ending up on this."
Yeah, on some like ISIS recruitment video.
And it's like they're like, "Oh, okay, we're taking our ads off," and then YouTube's freaking out, like, "Oh Jesus, oh God, what's happened?"
Crazy. Oh, it's a ball pen, isn't it? Really.
So we should probably get back to Rust, shouldn't we?
We should. We're going to off topic.
All this doom and gloom. Let's get back to the good old stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, Rust has changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Especially now that it's left early access, which is quite a milestone actually. Like, a lot of games, when they're in early access, they probably won't even leave early access. To be honest, a lot of games die before that time.
Yeah. Just stay there forever.
You get things like Miscreated, where it just kind of fell off after a few years. I mean, I remember seeing
that game had potential, man.
It did, didn't it? And I feel like it's kind of got into the same rut that DayZ had, in where it's not really focusing on the areas where it shouldn't be.
Oh God, yeah.
And I think that's what Miscreated was doing as well. It just didn't deliver what the people wanted.
I think oftentimes these developers look in the wrong places. You know, they're making a survival game, right, which is fine. You can still make that unique and viable in the market. But they look at, you know, Rust and DayZ and games that are really, really popular. And they try and imitate stuff that those games do. But of course, you know, they don't do it as well. Or, you know,
exactly.
People won't switch over from something they know to something new for having the same stuff. They just won't do it.
I've seen that a lot in Battle Royale games lately.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, that's
Let's not even go there.
that's another
When's that craze going to die?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. Really am.
There's a lot of Fortnite copies coming too.
Yeah, and I don't really get it. Like, Battle Royale has been around for a long time. I mean, even Rust kind of had its own like modded version of it on some servers.
Yes.
And why now? Why now are we doing all this stuff?
I don't know.
But yeah, like Rust has had a lot of really good stuff come in now. It's had things like stuff that would just it completely changes the game. I mean, I think tables, they've really changed the game, don't you think? I actually was quite surprised when they added tables and chairs. And I thought, when they added those in, I thought, oh, I get to deck out my place really well.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good for us because we get to deck it.
Especially as soon as they added in tables, I was reminded of that scene from season 2 where they're in that grand hall and they're having drinks and stuff and everyone's having a good old merry time and it's just these large boxes. I thought the tables will fit perfectly here, chairs and everything.
It's brilliant. I'm so excited already. Yeah, that was such a pain.
Can you imagine?
He's just trying to make this improvised like grand hall. Okay, so you know we're going to do the best we possibly can.
I think for the time it was really good because I used that for my own builds on Rust. I looked at it and I thought, actually, that's a really good idea. I never thought that. I could use large chests as tables.
It's the idea across, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was quite. I think for what it was really good, and it worked well in the last fight with Cross Clan.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Oh God, I had such fun doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that was just like intense. That whole bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were so many good memories actually making that season. Awesome scenes.
Oh yeah, how many takes did it take for that last bit with Cross Clan?
Which bit exactly with them?
They'd sieged the place, and now they were in the walls, and now it was pandemonium.
Yeah. So many people doing different things all at the same time.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Actually, I recall that scene was one of the simplest we did, which was really shocking because we had struggled before on 2-person takes.
Oh God.
I don't know why, but just that one scene, everyone just seemed to work together, and it was just fine.
I guess
You know,
maybe it's because this is something that everyone's familiar with. Oh, killing things, I can do that.
yeah, I suppose so. That's the thing. Is like if you give people freedom to kind of take their own spin on whatever role they've got, they tend to be just have more fun. If it's just fight to the death, whoever wins wins, then they're kind of all right, yeah, I can do that. The hardest scene was actually the sniper scene. That was a nightmare.
That was
because we had to do so much stuff in post on that as well.
Adding the sounds and everything.
Adding the delayed shot and all the blood and all the hits and the bullets were all kind of added in post.
Yeah.
And we just kind of have all the actors. Actually, no, we only filmed that with 2 people, and so many died. They were just kind of whizzing underground to like their next spot, and they all had like the kill key mapped to their keyboard. So when I said now, they could just press K and die.
Oh, wow.
And then later on we had to do in the actual sniper shot. So there was no one up in the rocks.
Exposed.
Yeah, right. Exposed.
Oh no.
There are so many bits like that everything just has to happen at the right time.
Yeah, like Wolf's
it's
got
so
to
much
be ready.
easier to just have 3 people and just say, right, we're going to do the scene. It involves 10, but we can be clever and make it work because it's so much easier to direct, just 3 close friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Than
Absolutely.
actual 10 random people, then you don't know half of them.
Especially when they're just refusing to work with you.
Yeah.
Maybe not intentionally, but maybe sometimes they're like, just look, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, you get people who like smack like paintings on walls and like just say like heck or fuck on it, or just something to ruin the take, or LOLOUT is gay or something.
Oh my! Was that an actual thing that happened?
Yeah, that did happen.
Oh my god!
I'm actually not surprised.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, Rust players would do this.
Yeah, my girlfriend agrees with that. It's a real difficult issue.
Gloria.
Gloria. My wife.
So when you were setting up Planet Rust Season 1, what was the ideas that were going through your mind when you're starting up this brand new series, this concept?
Planet Rust Season 1 was, I wanted to make a compilation of the most audacious kills and antics I could.
Yeah.
And it started pretty much 100% legit film in Planet Rust Season 1. We just it took about, I think, 40 hours of filming actual raw footage.
Oh, wow.
To get, the first few episodes of, the natural stuff. We had, the spear throws and stuff, so many of them didn't actually pan out, but some of them did. And at one point when the story actually, we're like, wait a minute, there's actually a bit of a story here. There's this clan and stuff. And we just thought, okay, let's finish it up and actually make a nice wrap up of the story.
Yeah.
And it all kind of went on from there, really.
And then that suddenly inspired Series 2, didn't it?
Yeah. As soon as I saw the reaction to that, and everyone saying, "Oh, this was the best story I've ever seen in Rust," and this kind of stuff, comparing me to Frankie and stuff like that, I was like, "Ooh,
okay. That's quite the praise, that."
Yeah, I like that. So right on with Season 2. Actually, this season has been. There's a lot of things I wanted to do in this season that Rust just doesn't allow for.
Oh.
I wanted, minor spoilers. There's going to be a mortar in play in this season.
Oh, we saw that on Twitter. You wanted that.
Yeah. So I modeled my own, and now I'm going to be somehow superimposing that in After Effects into the scenes. So we're going to have.
Oh wow,
that's going to be quite the effort.
Stuff. Yeah, it's going to be quite the effort. You kind of make this thing, you text, you're like, yeah, that's cool, and you don't even think about motion tracking into the entire scene, but it's going to pay off.
Maybe this will be a good push for maybe Face Punch to think about the mortar.
Mm.
No, that'd piss me off so much if it got released during
straight
after I'd done the work.
Shadowfrax comes out hey guys, there's a new mortar added in. No.
Yeah. Oh, I could see it happening. So
it would be good.
God, it's scary.
It'd be very good, early game rocket launcher, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
I can just see Naked just using that. Just.
Well, we could drop mortars into walled off bases and stuff. You'd have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah,
which is
just
what we're
wreaking havoc on compounds, just like.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, loads of shells and stuff. You'd have cluster rounds and stuff like that.
Oh, that'd be really good. And then you can have a bit of history lesson with it as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go back to the Vietnam War.
Oh my.
This season will be full of them as well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very
random historical facts that have some semblance of relevance to the scene.
I can't wait for that.
It will likely start with much like.
Oh yeah, so Edmund Hillary. Yeah.
And so so you got the story script all done. Do you have a narration script sorted out as well? Was that included within?
I tend to write out the guidelines of the narration in the actual script, so kind of what are key jokes, that kind of stuff that would fit in the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it I kind of just play on the night. So I kind of just get a bottle of whiskey. I have the fully edited video in front of me, all the music and stuff's in, and I just think, right, how can I be stupid here?
So you watch it and then you just come up with these ideas.
Yeah, and then so that's actually the funniest bit. The longer you listen to a Planet Rust episode, the more rat-assed I get. Which is often why you end up getting, the more kind of raucous stuff at the end. But yeah, I make sure I finish editing the video before that, because that would be dangerous.
Your alcohol levels are getting higher at the end.
Yeah, no. There was one, I can't remember which episode it was, but when I listened to it back, I'm slurring so much. But no one called me out on it or anything. I can't remember which episode it was.
You must have really composed yourself then. That maybe they were able to get away with it.
Well, I mean, I was born into a line of pubs and breweries and things like that. So, which has kind of been something that I much enjoyed, and I suppose I've got a bit of a habit for it now.
Oh, lovely. What are you drinking right now again?
I'm having a Chivas Regal 12 at the minute.
Oh, lovely.
Bloody lovely.
we got plain old boring.
I would have brought my whiskey.
Chase
I've always
Spring.
got
I almost made scotch come out of my nose then.
Oh my god.
And you would have owed me a glass.
How fizzy. I've got some Hopkins at home, actually. Some Hopkins or something, I think it's called. Oh. It's a very nice rum. It's very good. And no, the rum's not gone. There's plenty of rum at my place.
I think I know that.
Oh, man, my lady loves rum. I'm not the biggest fan of it myself, but she's
rum and Coke is lovely.
Yeah, it's not heavy. Is it? That's the thing. You can kind of just keep going on them. The only problem with that, though, I always find is when you have a drink stiff. Well, I always have it with ice on the rocks, whatever.
Oh yes.
You can pace yourself with that, and get through a bottle or half bottle in a day or a night or an evening, and you kind of know where you are with it.
Yeah.
But when you start having these rum and Coke, whiskey and Coke, you just whack them down because they don't taste alcoholic remotely. You know what I mean? You just go,
absolutely.
Before you know it, you've had about 22 doubles.
Oh my god!
Stand up and you're like, okay,
I can't walk.
Absolutely smashed.
I'm absolutely cunted.
Can't put any better than myself for that. It's great.
Yeah. Is there much? Sorry.
Sorry, no, go on, mate.
I was going to say, is there much else in Rust that isn't in Rust, but you wish there was for this particular final season?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the gore we're going to do post. Yeah. So, all the bullet effects and blood and that kind of stuff, because I want it to be quite a dark season, really, in terms of violence. So that's all going to be unique to it. Lots more explosions and things like that as well.
Very good.
Yeah, and maybe some foliage, and I also have. You know what? I'm giving you too much away. No,
yes, so save some for later.
Yeah, you fucking wait.
Oh my!
Do you have a planned kind of month that you'd like to get this out or start being released?
I'm hoping that I will release the teaser next weekend. I'll start releasing the episodes on Wednesday or Thursday.
So very soon.
Then do them weekly. Yeah, I think that's the plan. It might be a week backwards, but I'm not sure. We'll see. That's the current plan.
You better mark your calendars, everyone. That's listening. You wanna get on that as soon as possible.
Yeah. Take that with a grain of salt. That's where we are with it.
No, I definitely can't upload this podcast late.
Oh yeah, God, don't do that.
A year later.
A year later. This isn't relevant anymore.
That'd be awful.
Yeah, I'm on the spin-off at that point.
Planet Rust is gone. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Oh man, I wish. Everyone was saying that, and I was like, maybe that'd be a nice little incentive.
Netflix, they greenlight a lot of stuff.
Little paycheck from Netflix at the end of the month, that'd be nice. But no, I don't think there's much of a chance of that.
What about real life Planet Rust?
Oh god,
Nudity in
All real
everything.
life.
that'd be such a clusterfuck. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. It might be quite a fun video to do one day.
Yeah.
Just imagine the
Maybe
pyrotechnics.
if I ever hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a face reveal in some kind of manner like that. I
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Get your monocle ready.
No, naked on the beach.
Oh my god.
With a brandy.
Wake it up.
Oh, with a brandy, yeah. Brandy in hand. And a rock in the other.
A stone spear.
Stone spear just sticking out the sand.
Don't spare.
The Bonnie hat on top.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only clothes you got.
Mr. Mimio's nicked that from me now.
Oh.
He's made it his entire thing. Yeah, if you're listening to this, Mimio.
Yeah, I'll watch
If I
this
see
video.
any more of your merch with the Bonnie hat on it.
Yeah, we've watched
Copyrighted.
a bit of that, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's a lot of new Rust YouTubes out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of with the OGs, I think. I haven't really kind of stepped into the new Rust world.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of friends with the people I was back in the day.
So winter and all that.
You know, Winter, you know, Grizzly's still my boy.
Hey.
Bumbo, Mimio. I'm missing people out. I might be being very rude. I'm missing you out. We are still friends, I promise.
Vertigo Gaming.
Oh, yeah, Vertigo. Fantastic guy. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I love his little videos.
Faceless. I mean, Faceless and I were doing like collaboratives way back when. We did that Great Wall of Rust video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we remember that. That was really funny.
Yeah, that was. Because obviously it was on Australian time, so we were fucking so
God.
late just building this wall.
Time
over-
difference.
That was pandemonium. That video. A lot was
Oh
happening.
yeah, it was complete insanity. It didn't make any sense.
That's Rust.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. The golden age, I'd say.
I find it funny that I think it's Cell Winter and Faceless are always getting confused for each other because they
Oh.
sound similar.
They
It's like,
do-
oh, you're
the thing
Faceless.
Do you know what? It's oftentimes I think the American guys they find it so hard to tell between Australian accents and British accents.
I get that
have
sometimes.
had
I think.
that. Yeah.
I mean, you see these interviews with these American guys, and like, yeah, like you know, you're Australian, obviously, and it's like, no, I'm English. No, I'm not.
I'm under the British flag, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Union Jack.
I haven't heard it called that in ages.
Oh my god.
Right. But no, I find it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've personally never had it, but it must happen sometimes. I think it's the Cockney. It's the high Cockney accent gets sometimes confused with "all right, mate," and
All right, mate.
"All right, mate." Yeah, all right, mate. How's it going? You know, yeah, I can see that now. What are we talking about? We've giant like.
I think it was something to do with stuff in Rust and then Rust YouTube.
Right. And then we ended up speaking about dialect. Okay.
Oh, actually, there's one thing. Are you still looking for a Rust painter? You tweet about needing a Rust painter.
I'm actually in touch with Bizzle at the minute.
That's what I was about to say. So get with Bizzle
Yeah.
because he's really
Yeah.
good at that.
Because I want to get like a picture, like a portrait of the hunter commissioned
That'd be amazing.
for a scene. Fucking spoilers.
Yeah.
For a scene, and but yeah, Bizzle, reply to my message, man. We had a little bit of chat. I'm still waiting on it. Hurry up.
Yeah, Bizzle. He's a really good artist, actually.
Yeah, no, I looked through his stuff. I can't believe I hadn't really heard of him. I mean, his name, I had heard his name brought up like in a video kind
Yes.
of thing, but I hadn't really seen, the work it done. It was really good.
Him and Sir Winter are like brothers almost. Like they're always with each other. And the funny thing is, they actually met in Rust.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was one of his earlier episodes. He just came across the guy.
I think I remember you telling this.
He just came across him.
Are
And,
they both Australian?
No, I don't think so. I think Bizzle's not Australian. I mean, don't hold me to that, but I don't think he is. He doesn't sound like it.
Has he got a channel or anything? Because like,
Yeah, I think he's from the States.
oh, and he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he started it. I think Winter told him to. I think it was Winter and his friends just do a channel, dude. Just get a channel, record some videos, and I think some of it was also about the art. Like he does some art as
Yeah.
well on the channel.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to working with him. It's gonna be fun.
I think in some modded stuff you can put pictures from like Google onto paintings. If that's of any
no,
use.
I was looking into that, but with modded servers comes issues. And
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna keep it vanilla, as we've done before.
Yeah.
I think as soon as the paintings were added in, they were able to do that. I remember Frankie's earlier videos on Rust. Those are gone now, though. his his new Rust videos,
Yeah.
Frankie's ones, based on new Rust. Last time I looked, they were gone.
Oh.
I think he's like unlisted them because he's got a list of videos based on new Rust, and last time I checked, they were gone. And I don't know where they've gone. They've been re-uploaded onto different channels, but they have disappeared, and I'm a bit worried.
Why? Why?
I don't know why. I don't know where they've gone.
Fuck's sake. Another.
I thought, okay, he's either doesn't like them, or they've either been demonetized, or maybe he's doing a new series. He's been gone for a long time, and he's been working on Daisy. I think he's working on a Daisy series with Sada, and I do hope he comes back.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
You should stop.
The guy's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, before I did Planet Rust, I didn't actually watch anything of him, and then I watched him. I was like, oh, we're actually quite similar. This stuff. Yeah, no, he's a cool guy. I look forward to his new Rust stuff if he does anything.
Yeah, hopefully. That was what basically got me into Rust, watching his earlier videos. It was a mixture between Frankie and Markiplier series.
And of course, me.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. yes.
Number one, remember?
What was it? The Perfect Raid.
The
Perfect Raid.
That video was gold, man.
I love that. That's great.
When we got that, I was just so happy.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
You got the Illuminati ones. Those.
Oh yeah. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, that was.
Videos, they are the most fun. And the thing is, everyone's always saying to me, "Oh, when's number 3? When's number 3?" I was like, when I get a chance. Like people, end of the day, I'm not going to just put something up of, oh, I'm in a house and I got killed. It has to be
exactly. It has to be like perfect conditions. Like it's really hard to pull off.
Yeah.
Those Russian guys. It was just so much fun messing with them. So much fun. And I had this guy like constantly messaging me, like telling me where all the things were, and
I remember that.
Oh yeah, he basically gave you the keys.
Their base and things. Yeah. It was just fucking chasing me up these stairs at the end. And, it was just like the perfect end. It was
sabotaging the turret and everything. It was just
that was the fucking best.
Fucking lunacy. Just.
I was actually working in an office at the time when I was recording that. Don't worry, I was like a co-owner of the business, so it wasn't like I was working on there.
Slacking off work.
Yeah, but the room was kind of like full of guys, and we were just pissing ourselves. Like everyone was like crowded around this monitor, like just watching these guys go absolutely mental. And
there must be some good PCs in that office.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of did freelance, just technical services. So
there you go.
So I'm not going to work in a place with fucking shit machines. No.
Oh no.
I need this GTX 1080 for my work. I promise. Yeah, it's essential.
Why do you need this much RAM? It's essential for us. I mean, it's essential for work.
Yeah, work definitely, 100%.
Yeah, Rust has become more less demanding, I think, over the time.
Yeah, I tried it the other day. I was playing it on simple, and it still looked really nice. I was quite surprised. I was on staging ranch testing for bugs. And I found a few. It was quite funny. If you rotated the workbench, it went all blurry. It was really funny.
Oh,
oh really? That's
yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
I was checking out my new character.
Yes.
I'm black now.
Wait, new character? What?
Yeah. Well, every time they do something really massive with the character models, they always like something changes. And I used to be white, and now I'm black.
Oh yeah. Such a random change.
If I'm a girl,
that's gonna be a plot twist.
It's going to be an issue. I'll have to probably just keep buying new Rusts on different accounts until I get a boy.
Yeah.
I will calm you down on that, because I'm pretty sure your gender does not change. I think once you've got a gender, you've got that gender.
Yeah.
You're a female as well.
I am.
And you've
probably
always
because
been
it's
a
a
female.
JT name.
Yeah, that confuses a few people.
Blokes have beards in it now as well.
Yeah, there's beards,
hair.
There's hair.
Yeah,
there's hair. There's hair caps and everything.
God, that's going to be such fun.
Hunter could have hair.
They completely redid the character models.
Yeah.
Now they actually look like people. They've added in view models for clothing, so you got clothing view models now, which I think. I mean, that's a long time coming now.
Yeah.
Like that's its legacy. That.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
You're finally gonna be able to see Hunter's
Clothing.
gloves, his gloves
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah,
or whatever he
no.
wants to wear.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be. Well, maybe he's not even in it. Who knows?
Oh,
He might not even be the protagonist. You know.
It's
Who
Wolf
knows?
2.
I'm not sure if it's the red hair or not.
Yeah, I'm just throwing you fucking bones. Like, come on.
You
We
cheeky
some
bastard.
element of mystery left. you
Taking
know.
us off course.
But no, it has more twists in it. This one than the last, that's for sure.
So like even more than the wolf twist.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a different like filming style with this one, like totally different, and I hope people like it. It's just so I can like give a better idea of a story. It's kind of important.
Is
I
it more
think. You'll see what
cinematic
I mean.
shots and stuff?
Yeah, because obviously the other ones were just totally first person the whole way
Yeah.
through. That was the way it
Yeah.
was. But I want to show exposition now, and I want to show other things happening in this world.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there will be cinematic shots and shots showing events, but obviously everything will be through the eyes of the protagonist still.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a cutscene in a first person game. I guess that's how I'd compare it to. So it kind of dips away and looks at something and then comes back to him.
Oh, yeah. That sounds really cool to do.
Shadowfax is pretty good at that. He's good at cinematic shots.
Oh, yes.
He does that a lot.
Those zooms in.
He is.
Yeah, he's
He
good
is
at that.
Yeah, he's got the old lerping down, and I'll need to take some advice.
Yeah, just slide into his DMs. Hey, how do you do your cinematic shots?
Hey, Maxie, should we restart that podcast we did?
Very
Yeah.
coy.
Very coy. Yeah, yeah. I should get in touch with Shadowfax again, actually. It's been a
That'd be
while
great.
The
Yeah.
Rusty Banter podcast was a highlight of my week.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I can imagine so. I imagine a lot of banter comes out of that.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of banter. Yeah, we had like guests on and all sorts of things. So it was
You
good
also
fun.
narrated over that Rust event like a year ago, didn't you?
Oh,
It's like
God,
some
yeah.
big Rust event. I remember.
Oh my word! Yeah,
Can't quite remember
it,
what it was
like
called,
8
though.
hours or something. Of just,
Oh my god.
It was the first edition of the Rust esport plan.
Oh yes.
Rust Esports. Oh, my.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
So remember, like, who was it? Fraxi and we did the commentary, and Keemstar was really like into pushing it.
Oh yeah, he
So-
plays Rust, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I always forget
Yeah,
plays
he
Rust.
loves it. So I was talking to him about it, and we kind of just ended up deciding, this has a lot of potential. We can probably push this.
Yeah.
But it just went on and on. The rules weren't concreted, and I think it suffered for that. I don't know where it is now. I haven't seen much about it now.
No. I just know about his new Fortnite tournament he's doing. Keemstar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That man it's impossible for him not to make money, isn't it?
I know.
He's chasing those trends.
You can't settle down.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be worse
Yeah.
people to do with like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could be doing something with Rhino Crunch or something.
I was about to mention
That'd be
earlier.
much worse.
Yeah.
Do you have any like YouTube inspirations who like really inspire you to with like Planet Rust and other
Yeah,
videos?
actually, my biggest inspiration on YouTube is JC2244.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, no,
I
he's
think he's a bit
pretty cool.
overrated. I don't really like him. He's a bit of a prick.
He needs to upload more.
No, honestly, like Planet Rust, I would love to say there was like inspiration, but there wasn't really. I kind of just thought there wasn't in the Rust community at that time. Those kind of videos didn't exist.
Yeah.
They're a bit more popular
Absolutely.
now. Other people
Yeah.
doing cinematic story stuff, but at the time it was just no one did it, and so I kind of thought, well, let's do it then.
Be the first.
I
Yeah,
think there's
do it
an older series which is like I can't remember what it's called. It was a Rust series that was based in the medieval times, and it
Doesn't
was,
ring a bell to me.
I don't know. It was a character called Ratter in it. It was quite it was a weird story.
Yeah.
It was about kings and like betrayal and all that. It was a funny old series.
Oh, I'll have to look at that. I haven't heard of that one.
I think it was. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna say Blunt Force Trauma, but I don't think it is because it's a bit like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of editing involved in it.
Oh, right. I see. Oh, interesting. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah, if I find it, I could probably link it.
Yeah, no, do. That'd be good.
Slightly off Rust. Is there anything you want to talk about with Ben's Cave at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, I made it kind of clear from the start that it's going to be a fucking long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because when you're like developing something like this, especially in a small team or alone,
Yeah.
there's no way you can feasibly make money from it at all. And all it does is cost. So all it's doing is draining. So, you know, alongside that, you have to have a job. And then, you know, if you start doing well at your job, then you start doing less on that. And it's just a balancing act, really.
Yeah.
And, you know, as soon as there is a big update in the future, I will post it. And it's not like, you know, development stopped on it at all.
Yeah.
But it's just, it slows down naturally as life moves on, really.
The stuff like Kickstarter, that could help potentially.
Massively, yeah. But I always thought I would only do something like that if, you know, one, I had a bigger audience.
Yeah.
So, you know, I could have more prizes to give and stuff like that, more rewards. And two would be later on down the road when I'm at least in alpha of it. You know, there's no point me now saying, "Oh, give me all this money." And
yeah, you want to make sure you
concrete enough yet. I want to show them this is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know, I hope you like it. This is what you could be getting if you support. I want to show them, you know, well, here's a, you know, really beautiful 20-second clip that, you know, I've spent a month on, and that's just it. You know, I want to show there's a game there. And that's what so many Kickstarters do now. They just show you this, you know, pre-rendered cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
It is basically a cutscene. It's all pre-rendered. None of it's real.
No gameplay.
You know, there's no gameplay, and all the models and everything is way over budget, you know, but it doesn't matter because it's pre-rendered. And, you know, people oftentimes fall for this. I mean, hell, you know, why would you not?
Yeah.
It looks amazing. But then these guys, you know, produce Day One Gary's Incident or something like that, and you're like, what? How did this work?
I think Ubisoft sometimes do that at E3. They like make it look way better than it is, but then
of course they do. Yeah.
they downgrade it for the release.
They do. They're notorious for this.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure everyone's slightly guilty of it, but you can tell a big culprits, can't you? Like Ubisoft, then there's videos that put them side by side now, and it's just the worst thing. Like how it could have looked.
Yeah, they realised the whole thing can't run on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox. It's like, oh, we can't get this to run. Downgrade
That's
it.
the problem with the obsession with graphical fidelity, I think.
Yeah.
Like, machines cannot cope with this at the minute. You know, even the top ends, you know, half these trailers you see now, it's like, that wouldn't run. That just wouldn't go.
Exactly. I feel like people get really tunnel visioned. Like developers get very tunnel visioned when they're doing stuff like this.
They get precious too. You know, they get really precious. That's why I wanted to like throw Ben's Cave out when it was early and look shit, because I was like, well, if I don't do it now, I'm gonna get too precious over it. And then, you know, any critique or anything that comes in, I'm just gonna think, oh, you know, fuck off. This is my masterpiece.
Yeah.
And in reality, you know, it needs to be, you know, you need to have feedback from the earliest stages possible, really. So that's what we did. I'm kind of in the process of switching engine as well. So
what were you switching to?
UV4 now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, simply for the lighting, really.
Yeah.
And I've been working it on a couple of other projects this year. So
nice.
I'm kind of a bit more confident in it. So yeah.
Lighting is lighting's really can really just change everything with
especially in a game that's set in a cave for most
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
You want the perfect lighting.
It really sets atmosphere.
Matches, lighters, oil lamps, glow flies, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
It's gonna have to look. And Unity just wasn't cutting it with it. You know, I was writing all these all my own shaders for everything, and it just became too much. Too much work that Unreal would already do for me. You know, so that's kind of my thought process in it.
Yeah.
But we will see. I will update everyone on the channel, I promise. But for these next 2 months, Planet Rust is my life.
Live it and breathe it.
I don't blame you. Like playing Rust.
Yeah. Well, I hope you like it.
I'm sure we'll like it.
I'm sure you'll end up in it, JC.
Pardon?
I'm sure you'll end up in it.
End up in it?
Yeah.
What, like a body or?
Actor, my friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Ducks Ahoy.
Oh yeah, like that'd be great. Actually, I'd love that.
If you'd like to be in one, either of you, yeah.
I'd love to be one.
Yeah. It's good fun.
I'm willing to throw my character model into the fray for you. I'll actually follow your instructions.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. Yeah.
I promise I won't kill people unless you tell me to. Then I'll do as much as I want.
They're not horrible to work with.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to talk about that you're like passionate about, or you want to like get a message out there, or anything like that?
What a lovely question. I don't know. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I mean, my audience is the biggest, and I feel first off, actually, I'd like to take this. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this, but I'd like to apologize for like just being genuinely, you know, shit with my upload schedule, my content and everything, and it's not due to the fact that I take everyone for granted and I'm just genuinely an arsehole, because I'm not. I very much appreciate this, but it's easy to forget sometimes that things happen in life, and bad things happen, good things happen, and they kind of get in the way of what you are passionate about at the time, and change the direction that your life is heading. I mean, most Rust YouTubers don't live; they live at home. So they're not paying rent, not paying bills. Most YouTubers in general, and life is complicated. When you move out and you've got a place to look after, you've got a girlfriend, you've got a pet, you've got these bills and all this money you have to make, and sometimes you forget what you have because you're so busy on trying just to get by. If that makes sense. Yeah. It'd be brilliant if YouTube was this thing now that I could live off and just constantly do money, but that's just not the way it is. I can't constantly do it anymore, which sucks.
Yeah, it's like this. Until you have like a certain like revenue and like income from it,
stable income.
It's a stable income.
From YouTube.
Yeah.
I have nothing from YouTube. I make absolutely nothing.
It's like you should be smart rather than like kind of risk it, if that makes sense. Like put all the time into YouTube and then it could go wrong or it doesn't.
It could backfire.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what is this if it's not a backfire? Like I have a great fan base. I love each and every one of them. But it's not profitable in any way. It's not a job. It's no way to live. Which is a shame because I really enjoy making content. I love doing that kind of stuff, but it's just difficult, and that's why I put these 2 months holiday in inverted commas off work, because I just kind of want to say thank you guys and have the next season.
What I will say is that I think with most YouTubers, we're all notorious for like upload schedules.
Yeah,
like you're not alone in this. Like I'm a big.
Yes, you are a big example.
Culprit of this.
I know it's a cross we all have to bear.
We all have to wear our nails onto the cross.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'd say. Really, I'm passionate about my audience, and I hope to give them more of what they like.
Then you're basically set to sail with an attitude like that. Like you're gonna.
I hope so.
If you have a good attitude, then you're bound to succeed, no matter how long it takes. I'd say. And I have some faith in YouTube that it will get better for smaller content creators and to make money and a living.
Yeah, I have faith too. I just hope it happens sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
No, I could do this whole season Planet Rust and not have a single copyright strike, and that would be fucking wonderful.
That'll be heaven.
And they don't tell you what you got the strike for unless you like really try.
Oftentimes I've been claimed for music I've written.
Yeah,
which is just the worst.
So someone claiming your own music, basically.
Yeah, I can't.
Which is fortunate.
Say which companies do it, but some large-scale film companies have claimed they, own the music that I had written and recorded, and I just cannot see how that should be allowed. I can't see how that, filters through anything, because
it must be some sort of bot
that belongs to me.
It must
be like, oh, this music sounds professional on this channel with 50,000 subscribers. He must have stolen it.
Well, it has a similar tone or something. And the bot
that's the only thing I can think of.
How is that fair? A bot doing that? If a person did it, I think, fuck you. Yeah. But I can't even really blame a bot. It's just being stupid. But I have to go through this process of proving that I own this thing that took me ages to make. Just boggles the mind.
When it comes to the bot, like you can't blame the bot. You blame YouTube because YouTube made this bot, and they say it's learning. They say it's learning, but it's not learning. It's not learning.
It's going backwards.
Yeah, it's going back in time. It's in the medieval times now. It's burning people at the stake.
It somehow thinks the Paul brothers are more appropriate for children than half the Rust community. And I understand some of us say some foul things, but when it comes down to it, it's a joke, right? Like the game is jokey. If people are aspiring to be creative and do their stuff, which is something everyone could do. Every kid could, buy a microphone and become the next big thing on Rust if lucky or wanted to or was talented enough or whatever.
Yeah.
But not everyone can do what the Paul brothers are doing, or not everyone should want to do that. Because it's not particularly humble. Kind of glorifying things which shouldn't be glorified in the slightest.
Not everyone has all that money and all that show off.
If I was a father, I'd be far more concerned with someone watching Jake Paul or Logan Paul than I would be with my child watching, you know, Sir Winter or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll know that they were safe. I'd be happy.
I know Dad had good taste.
They'll probably say the C word a bit more, but I'm like, I say that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say it under my breath when I drop a tool or something.
It's like, oh, come.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much for all the questions, guys.
That's all right. Thank you for
good.
coming on.
No, absolutely, it's been such fun, and I hope I don't let you down with the show.
No, you didn't at all. You're one of our best guests, don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, this has been really good.
I'm blushing at the start, blushing at the end. You've done well, Jake.
Thank you. I hope you have a lovely day.
Thank you very much. You too. Enjoy your evening.
And you, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Then we find out I haven't recorded it.